Right, 2167, good luck. So I think that's a premium member, that's a diamond member. We've not played before, there's no head-to-head score there. A nice old account, so someone very experienced. It doesn't show you how many games we've all played, does it here? Doesn't show you how many games, so what do we want to do? I think I'll go for this setup that we normally go for in the rapid. Put the bishop on the diagonal castle, then worry about what to do. Okay, so he's going to do the same thing. I'm just wondering whether I should try and push the pawn on while I've got a chance to. If he pushes, we could take. If he pushes, we could take, but I'm not sure we'd want to. But I guess he has to spend an extra move if he plays d5. Okay, it is actually more of a logical move now, and it stops the knight coming here. It might concede some squares here, but it gains us a bit more space. If he pushes, am I going to take? I don't know. I'm going to do it though. I'm going to try and play c4 or e4 at some point, depending on what he does. He has launched that straight away, so I am going to take. Okay, he's gone for the open file. I'm going to play c4 then and try and chip away at these pawns. Knight up, and then hopefully get the bishop up somewhere over there. And maybe we could play bishop up first and create a pin. Maybe that's playable first. Knight up is the logical move, and then we can think about this, or the bishop up, trade it, and then this. It's just whether we've got a lot of danger coming because of this structure. We will find out, and then we'll see in the post-game review if we've got any anything to learn out of the opening. That's what you generally do the reviews for, mainly to learn about opening mistakes that you might make. Ooh, has he made one there? Allowed us to push. If he pushes here, we've got knight up, and we create a triple attack on the pawn. If he pushes here, we just take. But if we play here, I go here, then he pushes, and then not attacking this. That feels like a mistake to me, allowing this, but is he alright if he does this? So maybe I need to play e4 first. I'm going to risk it and play e4 first. I expect we'll see bishop down. I'll have to shift the queen, threaten a check or a pawn. As long as I'm still protected here. Oh, he's gone this way, so is this idea still on just to simply push now? Because I've covered this now. And here we can just take. I mean, it might be fine for him, but I'm pushing on, trying to chip away at this structure. But I've stopped him pushing this pawn, and that's why I played e4. Got to be careful I don't have queen to b3 now, though, because he's parked his bishop there. Maybe I've got knight up here to hit the bishop. I mean, he can jump out the way and counter-attack our queen. f3 weakens our king's defenses, but let's just see. Either is if he takes, maybe I can trade the queen, grab a pawn. Maybe he's fine, he can just take back. Oh, he has ignored it and just pushed on. So if I take, he takes. My idea was to just take this pawn. So what if he takes back here? I think we can just ignore it and take and take and take, right? Gain a pawn, lose a pawn. Gain a knight, lose a knight any which way he likes. It seems playable to me, so I'm going to take it. It might not be. I might be miscalculating something, of course. So he has gone for that. So we've got knight takes a pawn here, and we attack the queen. He can take our knight, so he's gained a knight, we've gained a pawn. We gain a queen, we lose a queen. That doesn't work for us, so we need to take this way and then say, what are you going to do? I think he'll take this one. He doesn't, so he's allowed us to jump in and potentially give up a knight and pawn to get rid of his bishop. Now, I've got bishop with a development move first, or knight here. Bishop up first might be a good move, because he, well, I guess he can go back, but we'd happily trade. Knight here attacks his bishop. He doesn't have bishop here. He would have bishop here. But knight here, what have I got? I really want to play the knight here, so I'm looking at bishop here first. And if he goes back, well, he can't go back because we'd win material. So I'm going to develop my bishop and hit the queen and see where he goes. And then I might play knight in. I mean, I guess he can come here. We might have blundered. The check isn't quite on. Knight can come back, I guess. Maybe we can just drop the knight back and see again. If he gives up a bishop to win a pawn, but we get rid of our knight and pawn for his bishop, Pros and cons. The whole position might collapse, of course it might. So queen here might be a move. He's gone there instead, so he's looking at this idea that I've looked at. So takes, takes, queen takes. And is there actually not a lot there? Is there any counter punch here, like queen up? So if he takes, I can just take the bishop with check. So is queen up a move? We guard the pawn. He takes, we take. Here, he doesn't have this. Yeah, queen up might be an idea, but I'm kind of walking into a pin though. So maybe I just simply drop the knight back then. I really want to go here and get rid of the bishop, give up a pawn, but it feels like it's not quite enough. So is this actually a move then? What can he do? Say he plays back. I can still just chuck it forward, can't I? And see if he pushes on at some point. Let's do it. Let's play up, create the pin. Oh, I'm down to 6 minutes already. Maybe he's still actually got this queen moving, and I'm still looking to jump in, but there would be pressure on a pawn now. But yeah, my knight's loose here, but as long as I'm here, the bishop's loose as well. I mean, maybe I can just simply drop the knight back. Or then he'd be able to push with a double attack, so we can't do that. We can drop back here. He can push on. But he's just got to watch out the bishop with a check. But his other bishop is protected, so it would just be a piece for a piece right now. So he's played knight up and attacking this. Okay, so I need to play rook across then. And just keep this as it is now. I'll probably have to drop back next move. Yeah, he's guarded his bishop now, so we don't have knight check here. We do still have this concept. Take, 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 but then we hit a pawn, right? So I'm going to jump in and just say, right, the knight is basically stuck there forever. Now, it might be lost if this pawn vanishes. If he takes now, oh, if I take, he can then take here, actually. Yeah, I might have messed up, but I take the rook and attack the queen. If he goes here, gain a rook, lose a queen, gain a queen, lose a rook, gain a bishop, everything's fallen. So here now, I think I can take, but I might be wrong. That's what I was intending. Take, take, and if he takes, go here. I don't know if it's any good or not, but it feels like it's a plan. But if he doesn't, he leaves my knight there. Where's it going to go now? It's just stuck in it. I've got my knight well and truly trapped, so maybe he can move his rook somewhere. And say, you're not going anywhere, you're not doing diddly squat. Maybe there is a double attack here. Can he go here and guard? Can we risk a move like f4? Bishop here. There's lots of potential moves, but I don't know if any of them are actually any use whatsoever. Or maybe I'd have to play bishop here to guard the pawn. Yeah, because that's the other threat. If he gets knight takes, rook takes, he can then take. He's won the pawn. A little bit safer. Yeah, that's exactly what he's gone for. So he's trapping our knight in. Okay, so can I play a move like queen here then? Still guard my pawn and hit the two bishops. Okay. We actually directly hit the bishop. If it moves, we hit the other bishop with a check. If he takes here, we can take and protect the knight and attack the other bishop. So if one moves, the other falls with a check. He can't protect that one though, can he? If he takes here, we take with check and we take. So if he plays knight takes, we take. We guard that one, we still attack that one, and we attack that one. But maybe he can counter-attack everything. So maybe he's still got a plan here. Let's see. It's a bit sharp for one of my games, isn't it? No idea how, but it is. Yeah, so he's found another counter move with the queen, but now do we have another counter move to counter his counter move and attack the queen? And then can he counter that by attacking our queen again? And can we gain a queen, lose a queen, gain a rook and lose a rook, and gain a bishop and lose a bishop, and then gain a pawn and pretend it's all right? Ooh, can I play bishop here? And again, if he moves anywhere, we take with check. And then we take back. So is that a move? this bishop f4 move, but can he just go rook takes and we take with a pawn? And he's still got the same problem. He has to move somewhere. And we take with check, so maybe just bishop f4 is a move. If he takes, we take with check. Blocks with the queen, we just, well, he can't because of the knight. So here, if he goes here now, we can take. I think bishop f4 looks a move. I'm going to play it. If he plays pawn down, we can take the bishop because we double attack it. If he takes the knight with the bishop, we can take with check and then collect the next move. If he sacks the rook, I think we just take and we still attack the bishop, this time with a pawn. He takes, we take with a check and we take. But my king's structure has been shattered if it ends up that way. So there could be problems galore here, but we have temporarily at least won a piece. There's potential for a check if his rook wanders off, but he could wander off effectively by grabbing a pawn there. That looks like a move. And I'm wondering whether I'm in time to do this and this. Because my knight is still stuck. If I go here, he's got knight takes. Can I then play rook across? Say knight in and we can't take that, it's double covered. I've got knight here then, attack the queen. If the queen wanders off this diagonal, we've got to check. So knight here, he can grab a pawn. Knight here might be a move. He's got to stay on this diagonal. He can't go there or there. So knight in, maybe he can simply take the pawn. Can we just attack the queen then? Knight in looks like a nice move. Because if the queen's not on the diagonal, we've got to check. Can I just play rook across first anyway and threaten this? That's a slight problem though. So if I go here, has he got a nice counterpunch? Because it's a direct attack to the queen, that's why I'm looking at it. I don't know. It might be a blunder this, but I'm going to play it. Just attack the queen. I think he'll grab a pawn. If I move the rook, he might simply just grab this pawn as well. But then we can check, trade. Might not be good. But if the queen wanders off this way, a move like queen up, and we're still, well, we're not really threatening, are we? It might have been a waste of a move, that. Oh, he's allowed it. He's blundered the check. And has he allowed this? What does he do here? Oh, he hasn't blundered it then. So take, knight back. I thought I could go here and he was stuck. But here, what do I then do? Knight here. Trade. I have to play knight back. That's going to fall in it, but it's got to be the right way to play it. Nothing else I can do. Trouble is, my knight's stuck now. I need to get this and this. If I can't do that, my knight might be lost. Yeah, so he's threatening this, but I can't do anything about it. So don't worry about it. Just play pawn up and take. I'd seen this. Couldn't do anything to stop it. But I've got the extra bishop. But there's no point having the extra bishop if I can't use the extra bishop. That's a bit of a potential problem, but I do have a rook here. I've got to get this bishop somehow into the game. Right now it's just a nice fancy looking pawn. So we have to activate the rook. So I'm going to go here to come across somewhere or blockade here. If he gets these pawns motoring, that's problematic. I might have to give up the bishop for a couple of pawns. Okay, I'm going to double up here and try and get a rook off the board. If rook across, I think I can just push. Okay, so he's allowed us a check, or can we just go here? King up takes, doesn't do a lot. I'm going to try and activate my bishop, and depending on what he does, like check here, maybe bishop in. If he goes here, I guess I just guard it with the back rook so the front one's free to run. He's got this and I can shuffle. That's what he's done. So I've got to go here, check, but he's fine. So here, rook across, there's no trick. Let's try and fix this pawn structure then. Oh, actually, I've just blundered rook down. Now, what have I done? I've just blundered rook f4. Ooh, now I've got to go passive. I could have played bishop here as well. That's a terrible blunder, isn't it? Just a simple rook f4. Maybe I can guard with this rook because it's just sat there defending. But that's literally all it's doing is defending now. Here, if he takes, I take, he takes. He's very happy, isn't he? Here, fixes it, but I'm just using a rook to guard pawns and not attack. That's a bit problematic. If I can get bishop here, I'm kind of doing the same, trying to attack his pawns, but... Oh, he's marched forward, okay. I'm going to drop the bishop back with a view to pushing the pawn. So if he takes, I take here, he takes. And I maybe play a move like rook forward, I don't know. This is loose though. See, black's the one with all the initiative, even though I'm up a piece. I'm down a lot of pawns. 2 pawns for the bishop. If I lose another one, that's balanced, isn't it? Can I do this and this? Or even this to counter this? H3 is natural. He's attacked the rook, he's gone for it. I'm going to go up and attack his pawn. I'm going to try and play H3 or bishop check depending on what he does. He's gone there. So I'm going to shuffle across, trying to stop him building a big pawn chain. I'd like bishop in the game. I'd like pawn here to stop the check and stop the pawn. And I'd like the pawn here at some point, but I don't see how. Okay, so he's come across. Let's go here to try and go here. At least the bishop guards that pawn as well. Here, can I take? I don't know. I'd like bishop here. Check here. Bishop here, I mean, I guess it just pushes him into a nice move. There might be a check if his rook wanders off, but... Okay, that's a pin. Had to break that pin. He might be trying to march around the back, in which case I'll have to do this instead. Ooh, I didn't think he would play that. Can I play king here now? Hang a bishop, attack the rook. If he goes here, I just take, right? But then he takes here. I can't take, so I have to push. I couldn't take because he takes with check. Well, maybe I attacked his rook, I'm not sure. We're too low on time to calculate now. Bishop's got 1 square here or 1 square here. Here I guess he just naturally defends, but I want to rip this open so I can start checking. I don't see how, unless I just literally blast. Take, 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 and take again. What does that threaten? Not quite sure. Let's hit the rook and pawn. Let's hit the rook. Let's take. Oh, no, he can't attack my bishop. It's a safe pre-move. I want to do this. Oh, I've hung the bishop. I didn't see it. Oh, of all the dumb, stupid things I could do, I just missed it. Okay, I've got to give up this pawn now and just move quickly. I think. Dare I go forward here, allow him to push? I'm going to risk it. He could have pushed with a check there. Oh wow, we've come out of that with a draw. That was an interesting game for me, wasn't it, compared to my average game? That was a nice game. We've ended with a draw. Could have gone either way. I guess let's just review it and see what it was.
The game ended evenly, but you had some nice moves.
Oh, so we are much better here out of the opening, and we've blundered it to be much worse, and then we've got it back level. Then there's been a really bad blunder here, and we're lost. And he's missed it, a one-move blunder. We've managed to survive a draw. So we're better in the early part of the game, then we're basically worse for the rest of the game. Apart, well, you can see a lot of it's level there. But we've got a losing blunder there, and it's been missed. So 83 and 80, 22, 50, 2100. Getting the mid-game and the end-game a little bit low there. Our opponent's mid-game was lower. Okay, but perfectly normal at our level for both of us. Very good.
Developing the knight first can transpose into many good openings. Both kings are castled now. This move lost the advantage, and now you stand equal.
Yeah, so I should have played bishop up there instead of pushing the pawn. Okay.
You are now able to eventually win a pawn. You had an opportunity to tactically win a pawn.
Ooh, so the idea was to presumably go knight here to hit the bishop. If he drops back, we trade. If he doesn't, say you guard the bishop, we trade, and then just win the pawn. I thought it was overprotected, well and protected. I must have missed something there. Fair enough.
Your better option was to move a knight to safety.
Ooh, okay.
This makes a passed pawn.
So I should have dropped my knight back here instead of trading. Okay.
Your better option was to move a knight to safety. By moving too quickly, they missed the only good move in this position.
Yeah, so I should have taken there.
You get a chance to take an outpost with a knight. This is the only move that works, and you found it. That square is an excellent outpost for your knight.
Very, very good. But you can see as soon as this falls, it's a bit problematic. There's no way to escape, but it was a good move. Very good.
You are now able to win a bishop by pinning a piece. That pin will win you a bishop. You captured a free bishop. The only move, and you found it. You got rid of the attacker.
So we're plus 3.6 here. We're still better for many moves coming up, and then we've blundered it away.
You had the upper hand, and now your position is winning.
Okay, so this is winning for us, and we go wrong somehow. Let's find out.
You exchange pieces of equal value. You want a pawn for free.
And this is where we just go wrong, you see. The next move or two, this is where we're going to go wrong. We can see the blunder here. That's a blunder.
You've just allowed your bishop to be taken without a fight.
I just hadn't seen it. I just hadn't seen that the bishop was hanging there. I simply hadn't seen it. I guess I could have rook checked. I could have played pawn up. I just hadn't seen it. So without that, I was still plus 3 better. And then suddenly we're worse.
Capturing your hanging bishop. They had a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. This move makes your rook passive. They missed a better way to evade the check from the opposing rook. You get a chance to win a pawn through an eventual fork. Your move can lead to a fork and win material. There was only one good move, and you found it. Your best move was to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. You permitted the opponent to use a rook to support a passed pawn. You can pick up a free pawn.
So he just had to get behind there, and maybe we're too late and we can't get behind his pawn. That might have been, that was the winning.
Your best move was to use a rook to counter a passed pawn.
That's where it's
You permitted the opponent to use a rook to support a passed pawn.
Yeah, if he sees that one move, we can't stop him promoting. It's just a one move, crucial move, so we should have lost this.
You can pick up a free pawn. You captured that free pawn. The game ended in a draw by repetition.
Okay, so a bit up and down, but a really good game at our level, so nice and entertaining, so very good.